All right, let's get right into it. Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to completely unlock the true power of Claude AI. Now, if you've been dabbling in AI lately, you've definitely heard of Claude. It's built by Anthropic, a company really known for its focus on safety and reliability. But here's the thing, most people are just scratching the surface. They treat it like a basic search engine, and honestly, it's capable of so much more. Today, we're moving way beyond the basics to master this tool and turn it into your own personal powerhouse.
Right now, the vast majority of users are stuck in this tiny 20% slice. They use Claude for basic chatbot stuff. Ask a quick question, get a quick answer, and move on. But that means they are completely missing out on this massive 80% chunk. That 80% is pure, untapped workflow power. We're talking about the ability to build entire documents, code, craft full presentations, and literally automate workflows that usually take hours. If you're only using that 20%, it's kind of like using a supercomputer as a pocket calculator. But by the end of our explainer today, you're going to know exactly how to tap into all of it.
So, here is our level-up journey for today. First, account and basic chat. Then, artifacts, which are ready-made outputs. Third is projects, your dedicated workspace. Fourth, we'll dive into memory, and we'll wrap it all up with mobile and pricing.
Okay, let's start right at the foundation. Level 1, account and basic chat.
Getting started is incredibly easy, especially since there's a super robust free version. And no, you don't even need a credit card to get your foot in the door. The onboarding is totally frictionless. Just 3 simple steps. Go to Claude AI, sign up using Google, Apple, or your email, and complete a quick verification. Seriously, it takes maybe 2 minutes, and boom, you're dropped straight into the chat screen, ready to go. No complicated setups, no weird hurdles.
And once you're in that basic chat, it isn't just a text box where you type words. Claude is fully multimodal and has an absolutely massive context window. You can just drag and drop PDFs, Word documents, and images directly into the message box. And we're not talking about a one-page menu here. Claude can instantly read and grasp the context of massive files, literally hundreds of pages. Imagine uploading a giant financial report and instantly being able to ask a highly specific question about, say, paragraph 3 on page 142. It totally changes how you interact with huge amounts of data.
All right, moving on to level 2, artifacts, or ready-made outputs.
This brings us to what is, without a doubt, Claude's most underrated feature, artifacts. When you ask Claude to write a long document, build a website, or write a chunk of code, it doesn't just awkwardly dump a giant wall of text into your chat scroll. Instead, it opens up a dedicated side panel. It's a distinct workspace right next to your conversation. This is the artifact. It lets Claude generate the output cleanly. And the best part? You can do live edits right there in the panel while you keep chatting on the side. It brilliantly separates the conversation from the creation.
And this translates into pure workflow magic. Once that artifact is sitting in your side panel, you don't have to highlight, copy, open another app, paste, and reformat everything. No way! You can download these outputs instantly. Claude lets you pull your work straight out as Word files, Excel sheets, PowerPoint presentations, PDFs, the whole shebang. So imagine asking it to structure a project plan and then just clicking a button to instantly download a fully formatted Excel sheet. It literally saves you countless hours of tedious, mind-numbing formatting.
Let's step it up to level 3, projects, which is basically your very own workspace.
Now, if you ever find yourself frustrated by constantly having to repeat your business context, your writing style, or your specific instructions in every single new chat, well, projects is your answer. Just think about the difference. In a standard chat, it's a blank slate every time. You have to say, act as my marketing manager, here's my brand voice, here's my audience, over and over. Projects completely eliminates that friction. It's a dedicated workspace where you upload all your foundational documents, your style guides, and your instructions just once. After that, anytime you start a new chat inside that project, Claude automatically remembers and applies all of that unique context. You literally never have to explain who you are or what your brand is about again.
Which leads us perfectly into level 4, memory.
This brings up a really fascinating question. What exactly does Claude remember about you? Because we're talking about a system that actually learns across different conversations rather than just keeping its knowledge trapped in a single chat thread that vanishes the second you close the tab.
As you use Claude, it casually picks up on key details to make your life easier. It'll remember your name, it'll retain your profession, so if you happen to mention you're a software engineer or a graphic designer, it keeps that in mind for future answers, and even learns your general preferences for how you like information delivered.
But, and this is absolutely crucial for privacy, you are in total control. All of these memories are fully visible, editable, or completely erasable at any time right there in your settings menu. You curate exactly what it gets to know about you.
Finally, we arrive at level 5, mobile and pricing.
So now that you know how powerful the system is, let's talk about taking it on the go. Claude isn't just confined to your desktop browser anymore. There are dedicated, really smooth mobile apps for both iOS and Android, meaning you have that massive 80% workflow power right in your pocket. On top of that, Claude can utilize web search to pull in real-time information, so it's not held back by older training data. And for any developers tuning in, there's a specific tool called Claude Code, designed to autonomously handle and streamline complex coding tasks right in your dev environment. The ecosystem is growing fast.
When we look at pricing, it's actually broken down very simply. The free plan gives you access to the basic models, and it operates on a daily limit system. Honestly, if you're just doing casual work or getting a feel for the platform, the free tier is fantastic. But if you're ready to be a true power user, the Pro plan unlocks the advanced models and gives you significantly higher usage limits. That's what you need to crunch through those massive hundreds of pages documents without hitting a wall.
And just like that, you've officially leveled up. You now know the 80% that almost everyone else is completely missing out on. You aren't just chatting anymore. You know how to use artifacts for instant perfect formatting, projects for customized smart workspaces, and memory for continuous context. Which leaves us with just one final, really exciting question to consider as we wrap up this explainer. You've got the tools, you understand the workflow, and you know how to unleash the true potential of this AI. So, what will you use Claude AI to build today?